Hey, what's going on, everybody? So listen, you guys know my name is Yusef Scott, also considered the Forex GOAT. I want to welcome you guys here to the So Darn Easy Forex movement, where I have people just like you from all across the world to eventually change your perspective on how you see the Forex market, so you can eventually trade the Forex market for profit. All right? Now listen, as I always tell you guys, very thankful to have you guys here watching this video. I realize you guys would be on somebody else's YouTube channel. You guys would be doing something else. But you're sitting here watching this video, so I want to thank you guys for doing so. Remember, if you're not yet connected with us on social media, that's Facebook, that's Instagram, you need to get connected with us over there. And remember, if you're not a part of the 34,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, get subscribed, all right? Also, remember, we're over there on Vimeo as well. Now listen, I wanted to make this video, I decided to make this video on YouTube, and I'm going to make the same video for social media as well. I had put out a video, I guess about a week or so ago, about there were two trade alerts. One on the USD Chrome, USD NOK, and one on oil. I got a little bit of noise from that video. Some people, they messaged me and said, hey, listen, whatever. So I wanted to address some things so that we're on the same page, all right? Because I like to be upfront and straightforward about mine, so I thought I would do that, all right? Now listen, I put out that video, okay? And that video was a trade alert video, okay? I want to address this. There's one thing called a trade alert, and then there's another thing that's called a signal. And you guys know in this Forex trading or Forex trading industry, people sell signals, okay? And people, they live by and they want signals. That's all they do. They just want to be told, hey, get in here and don't think nothing else. But I offer the world trade alerts. I offer my students trade alerts weekly. So when I make a video regarding a trade alert, let's break down what that is. A trade alert. I am alerting you of a possible setup, of a possible trade that can be taken. All right? Now, unfortunately, when I make these videos public, meaning not exclusive to just my students, for the public. You guys know the business. The perfect entry strategy is for my students. Stay in trade strategy for my students. Certain strategies are for my students. Now, if I put out a trade alert video, I am alerting you of a possible setup based on what I find to be a setup. I see something in the market possibly setting up. I am alerting you to trade on it. Doesn't mean that you have to. I don't feel like I have to address this, but I feel like I should address it. I should address it because some people really got it twisted with this whole, let me just be straightforward. People messaged me and said, hey, listen, I got in, how about, talk about that trade, it didn't go well, just crazy. It's like foolishness. Like, come on now, are you serious? I want you guys to know this. I put out a trade alert. You guys do not have to take it, all right? If you do not know the stay in your trade strategy or the perfect entry strategy that's telling us to get in or telling us to get out, if you're not a student, that is not my fault. It's not my fault that you do not know the strategy. It's not my fault that you do not know how to read candles properly. It is not my fault, all right? But however, I will say this, all right? I am not forcing anyone to get in on any trade, all right? If I alert you that there's a possible setup and I give you enough reason to believe it's going to go up or down, possibly, it's up to you. It's up to you to take the trade. All right? We have to be responsible as traders. And that's something that we do not have in this industry. A lot of people, they take trades and they blame it on the trainer. They blame it on somebody else. Oh, this person told me to do that. Come on. It is your account. The only time you can blame anyone really is never. Unless you've been scammed. You know, some people are being scammed. You put your money with someone and they run off with your money. They didn't even trade your money. They just ran off with it. But if you decide to put your money in the hands of someone else and have them trade it, and they trade it and the trade goes south and you lose your money, it was your decision to go with this person. So as traders, as trainers, whatever it is, whatever position you hold in Forex, you have to be responsible. All right? Now, as a Forex trainer, if I so choose to put out a video and say, hey, listen, I'm going to alert you guys of this setup, I think it's going to go up, I think it's going to go down, it takes you to go back and assess the market, evaluate the market for yourself and realize, hey, is it worth getting in on? And if you guys go back to the video, I spoke on this quite candidly. I didn't just say I spoke on this. You have to see for yourself if it's a good reason to get in. You have to own it. And that's what I teach my students. We have to own our decisions. Stop blaming other people for the mistakes that you make. Now, something else I want to touch on. When I take a look at USD Krone, all right, USD Krone, ladies and gentlemen. I had someone message me and they said, hey, listen, I got in on this trade and I blew my account because you said to do this and I got in on it. Huh? I didn't tell no one to get in on anything. I want you guys to know, please know this. I am alerting you of a setup. All right? Just to let you guys know. That video that I put out was on the 22nd of March. Okay? The USD Krone went up on the 22nd, and 4 days later, it was up a few hundred pips. About 150 pips to the top of that wick. That was still profit. If you decided to stay in that market too long, that's not my problem. Or if you decided to get into the market late, that's not my problem. All right? So I want for you all to, I know this is not everybody. Some people they reached out to me and they had their own feelings about what it is that I do. So I decided to make a video just to let people know where I stand and what you should do with the content when it's revealed to you. All right? If you do not know the stay in your trade strategy, you should take time to join so you can learn the strategy. So if I was to put a video out, now this is no pressure to anyone. I'm just saying, I teach a strategy that will show you why it's okay to stay in that trade. All right? Based on what I saw in the market, I saw that market going up. The USD Krone went up after I put out the video. It went up. All right? Now, what we have to remember is that moves are not permanent. They're temporary. So if the market goes up for 4 days and then all of a sudden 2 days later it drops back down, you could have made 150 pips. Why you decided to stay in it after 2 more days, that's on you. See, we have to own our decisions that we make. And if you look at today's candle, the market is going up. So for those who were already over leveraged because you're trading too heavy, that isn't on me. We have to follow some type of discipline, some money management discipline. We have to follow it. If you're trading too heavy, come on, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the main reasons why people, they lose. I can teach anyone that the market is going up or the market is going down. I can teach that. That's very simple. But if you do not know money management, if you cannot manage your money, that's a whole new problem. That's outside of Forex. You know, that's like a totally different industry. But we can tie that in because we're dealing with money. All right? So if you were trading USD Krone and the market went up, you had 4 days where you could have rolled the market up. 4 days. And if 135 pips, what was that, 150 pips, the market pulled back 2 days. In 2 days, it was able to knock you out of the market. When it only went up 135 pips, well, 150 pips, then you're trading too heavy anyway. That goes without saying. And then for the market to go up today on the USD Krone, come on now, like sometimes we have to know what we're looking at. And that's why it's important that you become trained through someone's training. Someone's, not necessarily mine. Have someone train you. All right. Now that's the Krone. Now let's look at oil, because oil was a little different. Oil today, and just like yesterday, is going up. All right, going up great. All right. On the 22nd, that market went down. It went down. The next day, while it closed bullish, the market went down. But the thing about it is, it may not have gone down as far as the USD Krone went up. The market may have gone up over the last couple days, but you have to remember that every move is temporary. It's not permanent. All right, so that's something that we have to remember. And unfortunately, if you do not know my strategies, you wouldn't be able to tell why I made the call to begin with. You wouldn't. My students will be able to tell. My students would be able to tell. But if you're on the outside looking in, you wouldn't be able to tell. That's when you have to make the decision for yourself and decide, okay, should I get in on oil where it only went down for a day, part of the day. The next day it went down, but it closed north. Should I get in, or should I get out of this market? Or should I just don't even pay attention to it? In some cases, bypass it. Don't even look at it. And that takes discipline. All right, so I thought I would let you guys know this. The bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you guys to hear me clear. I'm a Forex trainer. I'm a Forex trader. If I see setups in the market and I choose to make it public that this is what I see, you do not have to take the trade alert. It's just an alert. If you take it and you make good on it, very happy for you. It cost me nothing but a second of my day. You were able to reap the reward. You don't owe me anything. All right, now, if you guys don't know anything else, know that in order for you to reap the full benefit, to really know what it is that I'm talking about, when I'm making these timely, well-calculated videos, using the right wordplay, the right analogies, the right riddles, I know what I'm doing. And it's all done for a reason. Everything is perfectly calculated. So if you are not familiar with all of the things that I say, if you're not able to comprehend what I'm saying, if you're easily misled in believing that it's going to do this when I'm saying that, if you don't know, it's time for you to become a student and figure out for yourself. Otherwise, don't even follow my trade alerts. They're free anyway. You don't have to take them. Even if you were a student, I'll give a free trade alert training. You don't have to take them. Matter of fact, you can write them all down and think about it like, okay, let me wing this one. I don't like that one. Oh, this one is good. Let me do this one. I don't like those two. Look, these three, I like those. You pick and choose what it is you want to trade. You don't have to trade any of them. You can just sit back and just absorb and retain the wisdom. Oh, now I see why he said the market was going to go up. Oh, now I see why he said the market was going to go down. The why is very important, as I speak on all the time. All right? So I want you guys to know this. And lastly, because someone mentioned this, please know that everything that I trade, everything that I mention as a trader, I do not trade. I did not trade USD Krone, nor did I trade oil. There are a lot of setups in the market that I choose not to trade for my own personal reason. Just like we see that the GBP, JPY is going up, and just like I knew already that the GBP, NCD was going to go up, but I chose to trade the GBP, JPY. All right? My students and I have been talking about these pairs for the longest. I chose to trade JPY opposed to NZD for a reason. All right? Although most of you should know by now, NZD is my pair. That's my pair. GBP NZD is my pair. You guys don't believe me? Check my history on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube. You'll see why the GBP NZD is my pair. All right now, but I choose not to trade the GBP NZD all the time. I don't care if it's showing me that it's a viable trade. I'm not going to trade it if I don't feel like it's worth my while. Not to say that I can't make profit. There are other reasons why. Okay? Certain conditions I just won't trade under. All right? So hopefully that made sense in this video. I want to make sure that when I speak, you guys comprehend. I want to make sure that I'm not misleading anyone. At the end of the day, I provide a free service here on YouTube, providing videos. It's free. This is not exclusive content like inside of our members area. This is free content, so you can do whatever you want with it. I can care less. Like I said, it's all calculated. When I put out videos, it's all calculated. I know what I'm going to say. I know how to say it. It's all calculated. Okay? So therefore, the material that's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you guys have to know that you're not forced to abide by them or follow them. You can take it and use it as a tool. That's it. You don't have to. You can just know about it, but it's not something that you have to follow. All right? You guys remember this. My name is Yusef Scott, also known as the Forex GOAT. All right? Remember, if you're not yet connected with us on social media, that's Facebook, that's Instagram, get connected. If you're not yet a part of the 34,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, get subscribed, and remember, we're on Vimeo as well. I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.